And we're back. Long time no see, everyone. It's been a long 15 minutes. But we're here for the inaugural Xfinity Series race. And these cars are looking mighty sharp, and they're going to look even better after the next race. And they all have some sponsorship. And a quick look here as practice winds down. Of course, we saw quite a few of these already in the shootout. Not much has changed. There is two new entries. We got the, I think I was just on it, the 21 of Patricia DeLeon, rocking the blue and white, looking for a sponsor. Dodge, what is this, a Challenger? It's a Dodge Challenger. So GMS is going to be running Dodge Challengers in the Xfinity Series. We got the Blue Dog Racing of Freddie John. I'm not going to comment too much on his paint here. It's pretty self-explanatory, I think. But I believe this is a Roadrunner. A Plymouth Roadrunner, which is also under the Dodge umbrella, so it's a little different. Of course, this is the same team that drove the Ranchero last season, so expect something always different from Tristan and the gang. And then, what do we have? We got the 26 here in the classic Dodge Charger. So, a couple different Dodges in the field, but all driving for the same umbrella. Other than those two entries, the 21 and the 2, everything should be the same from the shootout. I have incorporated some AI, or like some real life bots, just to fill the field, as we only have 29 player cars, so until we can get about 35, that was my magical number last season, which shouldn't take too long, I would assume. I will get rid of them once we hit 35, and we'll have all player cars in the field. So let's get into qualifying. Ooh, Liam Tanner. Wow, that's a shock. Even for me. Liam Tanner is, I believe, one of only 2 youth drivers in the field. So that is quite impressive for Mr. Tanner. As I was saying in the truck race, he's always been a pretty good race car driver, and he's been rewarded with an Xfinity Series ride. And he's making the most of it so far. We got the pole. Nice job. So we got Liam Tanner on pole. Archie McDonald on the outside pole. Austin Cindric is a non-player car. We got Dave Krubb in 4th. Thomas Cook in 5th. Sebastian Alonso in 6th. Mike Atkinson in 7th. Jamie Watts in 8th. Brandon McLaughlin in 9th. And Vince Curtis rounding out your top 10. So, as you can tell, I was pretty good at announcing the truck race. A lot of these drivers are new, so bear with me for a few races until I can get the hang of it. I will memorize all these guys' cars and names as we go, so we'll get there eventually. But if I stutter on some names here, it's nothing against your guy. It's just it's all new for me. But of course, if you put the correct name on the front and back banner, that would also help me call out. Unlike what I did there, I kept my name on all my cars. I'm gonna change that. But yeah, if you put the name on the front banner there, just beside Xfinity, that will definitely help me out. If not, don't worry about it. I don't really care. I'll memorize it anyway. But that's just something I use to kind of help me if I'm stuttering with the name. So we got the 61 leaf filter Dodge Challenger. Sorry, Challenger. On the pole for the inaugural Xfinity Series race. We got Archie McDonald on the outside pole. And we got a couple of Fords in row 2. Where is our first Toyota, I wonder? Looks like it was Brandon McLaughlin at 81 TBA Toyota, looking for some sponsor, which will be announced shortly. Here we go. Start of the Xfinity Series. It all comes down to this. Liam Tanner takes the green flag, and we are green. Now, as I was saying yesterday in the shootout, so this race is 50 laps now, so they do run a restrictor plate on this aero package at this track, so it actually allows them to save quite a bit of fuel compared to the Truck Series race we just saw earlier. They should be pitting between lap 25 and 30, but regardless of strategy, it should just be a one-stop race tonight. And after they get that stop out of the way, we'll pretty much be pack racing the whole way down. So let's see if we can get all these cars to the finish and clean in time, and find out in about 45 minutes time or so. Yeah, McDonald takes the first green flag lap at the 31 there of Thomas Cook, looking low. Trying to get the second spot. Ooh, I just realized the ticker isn't working. Wonder if it's the same issue as last time. Give me 1 second. Hope this works. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. Just got to refresh. See Mike Atkinson to the bottom there in that Jimmy Johnson style sponsor. Oh, huge wreck. Oh my god. Oh no. This is right in front of the field, and that's going to take out a lot of good cars early. Oh, whoa. That was the big one, folks, on lap 3. Oh, what happened there? You can see the damage model on this series is pretty good. And looks like they were just 4 wide. Try and get a better view of this. Yeah, looks like Brandon McLaughlin and Liam Tanner just went 4 wide there. Archie on the outside, and I'll do it. Big wreck right in front of the whole field. Archie McDonald goes spinning. Ooh, big hits. Lots of checkup. That's going to take out a lot of cars, folks. Wow. Yeah, it did. Oh, Dave, you cracked me up. Man. Wow, that was a big one. I'm not going to spend too much time analyzing this. I think that's pretty self-explanatory what happened. But a lot of good cars wrecked early on. That's a shame for a lot of these guys. Definitely have to come into the pits to get that all fixed up and sorted. Well, guys not pitting. That's... Ooh. 6 of Timmy Hill. Ducking out of the pits last minute. I'm not sure if that's the right call. Looks like he has some hood damage there. So it looks like everyone in the front here kind of got away with minimal to no damage. Whereas pitting now is pretty much useless, as you're not in the fuel window just yet. It looks to be right around the 66 and back were all involved. That one car was certainly involved. I saw that. 5 car has some hood damage. 41 car of Paul Erickson damaged. 93 looks okay. They're all field drivers. Team looks fine. Not the best view to. A couple of Hughes Motorsport cars look all right. Like some damage on that 81 car. Nothing too major in the front, but the rear is pancaked. 29 looks clean up front anyway. I saw Patricia, yeah, she was definitely involved. It's got some hood damage there. That's going to slow her down. 98, the player car is also damaged, and I think we have a few retirees. The 61 of Liam Tanner, our pole sitter, out already. 89 is retired officially, but we saw him rolling on the front straight, so that's not a surprise. Ooh, what a drama to start things off here tonight. But overall, most of the pack looks clean, but only time's gonna tell. Once we get back up to speed, we'll see who's got the pace and who doesn't. As 48 there of Mike Atkinson, the caution in first place. Oh, Mike, that's why you gotta have more than one horse in the race. You gotta play the odds. Barely got away with one in the Truck Series too. You just can't seem to escape carnage tonight. I think the 81 should be okay. If you didn't hit anything in the front, you shouldn't have engine damage. Should be okay. Of course, that 81 car was the highest qualifying Toyota. He definitely had some raw pace. Not gonna show it now. Got quite a few Chevy Camaros up front. Could this be the season Chevy gets their act together? Of course, they won the Truck Series moments ago. And here they are leading the Xfinity Series race, and quite a few Chevys up front, so interesting. I think 5 of the top 6 are Chevys now. Be 1 to go at the line. Still a lot of cars in the field though. Only 3 retirements. The 33 of Dave Grubb, I guess, also retired. I didn't see him involved in that wreck, the point where he would need to retire, but I guess it was something we didn't catch on the replay analysis. Yes, here we go. 1 to go. We'll go green with 43 laps remaining. It'll be interesting though if we have some slower cars on the field. We saw what happened with just 1 in the Truck Series. It was catastrophic for the cars that got hung back because of the slower car. I think we're going to have more than 1 slow car in the field now with all that hood damage. We'll see what happens. Might even cause a couple of packs to separate, and might be a long lonely race for some of these drivers. Christian wants a close-up on the 2. Yeah, he just wants to see something on the 2. I know. I know you, Tristan. I know your tactics. Two looks fine. Nice to see the 48 and 24 back up front of a NASCAR race. I kind of miss those days. Or some of these drivers signing with sponsors before the race, not being able to get any official documentation done, so yeah, it will come at the next race. We'll definitely have to take a deeper look at Homestead and see what these new cars look like when we make it to South Florida. Back green now. 48-24. Great restarts. 26 on the move. 31 is dropping back a little. But as for pace and speed, start to see who's going to shuffle back and who's going to make their way to the front. Looks like these guys might be the slower pack. Any stragglers? 29 might have some engine damage. She's not able to keep up. 81 seems slow. 98 slow. 21 just limping around. We got some stragglers, that's for sure. This could be catastrophic for some of these guys in the lead if they catch them at the wrong spot. How about that 20 car in the new paint from the shootout? More of a classic Menards look. A little bit of self-promotion there as well. WK Racing entry. Single car operation for now in the Xfinity Series. I'm sure it won't be long before we see Wayne King with a teammate. Came close to a championship last season. Just couldn't quite pull off the strategy he wanted to do. But finishing, I believe, 4th or 3rd in the championship. I think Tristan might have suffered a little worse than him. Justin Allgaier looking to take the lead. Count him since he's not a player car. Hope Torres with some factory support. Dodge Mopar entry. Of course, I believe GMS also signed a 1-year deal with Dodge themselves. So we're going to have 2 factory teams in the Xfinity Series. Like Torres wants to lead now. We got a looking like about 20 car pack. Still in contention here. A couple of those Sputnik V vaccine entries. Hard to miss on the track. Hopefully we see those in some different colors. Homestead, as the promotion was only for Daytona. Like that 1 car is not affected by any damage. The 2 seems fine. 93 of Carlos Perez right there, looking good. Got the last of the Sovatech entries. And the second pack that seems to be just not quite as fast as the first pack. I'm not sure. These guys might have been involved in the wreck in some way we didn't see. Just some minor damage, as the 82 and the 41 are definitely off pace, as well as the 5. 29, 81 seems to be fairly slow, as well as the 98. Of course, the 21. But won't focus on them too much until it's time for them to clog up the lead pack here. We got the number 6 of Elliot Carpentier out front. A name like that, you pretty much know he's a Canadian. Carlos Perez looking to lead his first laps of the season. Hoping to be as dominant as he was in the Truck Series. Oh, and the 21 causes a huge wreck. Oh my god. Oh, another big wreck. Thanks to slower cars. Oh, that just took out Carlos Perez for sure. Oh my god, and another wreck on the front stretch. Looks like they're still wrecking. Oh, and they're still wrecking. That was the last pack. Finally making their way, not slowing down. Jess Hanna, you need to slow down, sir. There was a yellow flag. And you just... Oh my god. These guys are just driving straight into the wreckage. Oh. 81 just getting through the wreckage. Look at that. It pays to ride around with damage. Oh my god. Oh. Huge wreck. I can't believe this. This is where was this action on the shootout? I didn't want this to happen during the race. And I promise you folks, I did not touch the track INI. This is all straight from the internet. I did not touch it. So let's look at the 21, which unintentionally caused this wreck by being so off the pace. And get a better angle. So yeah, the 21 and 93 kind of collect each other. Involves the 6. And it's just pretty much game over from there. 9 car and 69 all involved. That's a tough blow for a lot of these teams. Definitely going to be an expensive repair bill, including that 2 car. Now you have a bent hood, Tristan. Looks like the 4 car is just going to rear end. Or maybe not. Maybe he got slowed up. But oof. That is rough. And there was another reaction accident here in the 39 and the 16. And for some reason, these guys just don't slow down and just, oh, Timmy Hill just pile drives AJ Allmendinger. And of course, now this pack is coming in hot. Not going to be a lot of finishers here. And just absolute carnage. The 5 had the common sense to slow down and stop, but then we see the 29 car, Jess Hanna, just doing 128 miles an hour, just does not stop and rear ends Matt. Jess was sleeping. I guess he figured the race was so boring he kind of took a snooze. Then we see the 22, same thing, 140 miles an hour. Hits the next car. Boom. Wow. Brandon McLaughlin, who just skims by. Anyways, let's go back live. Let's see who's left and who's dead. Certainly those cars on pit road will not be able to rejoin. They're just getting a tow back. I think we got more damage here. And Yeah, guys look like they're probably done from 31 to 40. They're probably going to retire, and then so we're going to have roughly about 21 to 22 cars remaining. How many of those are undamaged? It's yet to be seen. We know the 81 and 98 are slow. Ooh, this is certainly a survival race now. .48 with the best strategy, stay out front. Although can't blame the 93 for that last accident. That was just terrible timing. 21 car just had nowhere to go. 3 wide on the track. If you're that far off pace, I mean, got nowhere to hide. Everyone's getting damaged tonight. Too many player cars left. It's a very small field now. We're only on lap 15, guys. About 25 minutes into it, we haven't even completed a third of the race. Like we got the 1 to go, we'll go back green on lap 17. Just to confirm my suspicions, everyone has retired from 22nd on, or sorry, 23rd on back. There's 22 cars remaining in this field after 2 absolute like carnage crashes. I'm surprised there's that many cars still remaining after we have 2 big ones, both at the front of the pack. So that's just a recipe for disaster. Yeah, that's my fear now, Will, is we're gonna have a lot of slow cars. Pretty much gonna cause this race to be a snoozer. It's gonna break up some of these packs. I'm seeing 5 cars right here with some noticeable damage. We got the 81, 98, the 9, 18, oh sorry, 6, 19, and the 7, all with noticeable damage. Yeah, I guess the 13 might be okay. I'm not sure why he's so far back. Maybe he just made a pit stop. So more or less we'll have about 15 cars still in contention to win this. Most of them are player cars. We do have a few AI, or the real life fictionals, which won't be included in the points. They're just there to create a full field. Got Mike Atkinson taking us back to green. So far, Matitude Motors has been the talk of the evening. We've had a winner from the Matitude camp in the Truck Series, and so far dominating the Xfinity Series race, but we haven't had too much green flag racing. You can see a lot of these cars now very slow and off pace. 13. If he has the pace, he needs to get in front of these cars as soon as possible. I'm gonna see how the rear of the field kind of shapes up. Look like that 13 will be able to get in with the lead pack. That 1 car looks to be off pace. I'm not sure if he was involved in anything, but not exactly going super fast. See, those slower cars are kind of bunched together, which should speed them up a little bit, which might help. I think that 1 car is going to lose the pack, though. 02 of Brett Moffitt might be our last fast car. Looks like that's... is it the 69? I'm having trouble reading that. I believe it's the 69. Yeah, it is the 69 with a little bit of rear end damage. Luckily, she's not too slow, but having difficulties keeping up with the pack. But this is pretty much all we have left that are on pace and still in contention to win. This is it right here. This little group of cars from about 40 to say about 12 still in contention. See the 23 of Alfred Soto gonna lead his first laps of the season, get the season off correct. Right foot, unlike team owner Dave Grubb, who suffered an early race casualty. 24 and 48 have been up front for most of the race. 24 driven by Kyle Simpson's going for Rookie of the Year honors this season, as well as the is the 84? No, not the 84. There's only 5 rookies in the field this season so far, so competition is a little bit less intense than Truck Series, which I initially counted now 11 rookies going for it at the start. So pretty much guaranteed points for all the rookies in this race, no matter where they finish. See the 84 now of Lane. Oh, sorry, Jack Carr takes the point with Hope Torres back up front. Shows she's having another good race. Of course, the road course ringer. There's a couple road courses coming up this season, so plenty of opportunities for her to strike and make the playoffs. Went winless last season, but had quite a few good finishes. Or no, she did win one. I think she won at Homestead, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry about that, Hope. Going to Homestead next race, so sure she'll be right up at the front of the field as she normally is at the intermediates. Of course, Toyota had some sort of weird advantage on the 1.5 mile tracks last season, just dominating the initial start of the season with it was about 8 or 9 wins in a row. I think maybe 8, because the first race didn't count. But after Makarov won the Truck Series race at the Daytona road course, it was all Toyota till I think the final regular season race where a Matitude Motors car won. I think it was it Danielle Baker? I think it was Danielle Baker. That was a very good streak, which pretty much caused them to win the Manufacturers' Championship. Just off those races alone, Ford couldn't catch them. Yeah, thanks, Dave. I got everything cranked up to the max, so hope it looks good. Slow cars. Where are the slow cars? Looks like we got the 18 of Ross. Yeah, he's coming off of turn 4. I didn't see any lead. Ah, okay, so they're just entering turn 3 now, so should be a couple laps before they catch him. They're doing about 48 seconds a lap here, so you can keep an eye on that in the ticker. Look at that big pack. Looks like it's just the 18 kind of riding around by himself, and then the stragglers are all in one little pile. Cars there. String of cars. One riding around by himself, 69 by herself, and we got the lead pack, so 13 cars in contention. What's it gonna be? I want to say they made a pit stop under the second caution there. I didn't check because we're analyzing that replay too long, but I would assume they're gonna go to the finish now. I would say ideally in this pack, if you're catching a lap car, you want to be on the inside. That's not always the case. Especially in the straightaways, they kind of go low. Here we go, this is the moment of truth. It's like the high line is going to suffer now. Low line takes the advantage, and the high line's going to get strung out. Saw in the truck series with the slower cars, but I don't think it's going to break this pack up. I think it's just going to cause them to go single file until they can bunch back up. 99 and 24 in the worst of that deal, but I don't think it's going to cause them to lose the pack. Be okay. Find out shortly. It's the leaders now. Catching the second pack. I think they're in turn 3, so got some time before we catch the next one. It'll only be a lap or two before this pack bunches right back up again. The 20 of Wayne King, who was strong at Daytona last season. Didn't quite put the whole thing together at all in any race, but you know, he made it to the final 4 without a win. But just imagine what he could do if he starts winning. Single car operation for the time being. Will likely have teammates in the future. Found it quite interesting that only, I think there's about 3 teams that went with one car. And they chose not to add more, even though they had enough to do so. Not all of them, but 1 or 2 teams could have had more entries, and they chose just to do 1. So that's an interesting strategy. I want to see what happens. Of course, my team was never in the playoffs, so all I could do was save, and I had enough for a 3-car team and then some. I found that the majority of teams had the same strategy. It looks like everyone kind of stayed together in that pack. I'm seeing one car kind of back there. Looks like Hope Torres lost the draft. It's unfortunate for her. Now she's going to be in no man's land. And then there were 12. So this is the byproduct of having slow cars on the track. You're likely gonna maybe lose 1 or 2. Time you catch a slow car, they're just not going to be able to pass them quick enough. But VRM still has a horse in the race there with that 26 car. Sponsorless, just right there on their left-hand side on the high line. Yeah, these prime drivers come at a hefty price tag. Most of them ranging between 35 to 45k a race, and sponsor money. With no sponsor money tonight anyway, it's going to be tough to make money. They catch the second group. It's like one of them making a pit stop, and the 7 car. Not sure where he wants to go. He'll stay in the middle. Causing this pack to slow up again, and like they'll string themselves out and loop back up. Ooh, 7 car blocking the 85 car. Not sure what that's all about. I think the 7 car's trying to get out of the way. Doing a great job of that. Like he might cause these 3 to lose the pack. 17 cars stuck behind the 7. Andrew Anderson. That could be fatal for these guys. It looks like we are starting to have some green flag pit stops. I'm not sure why they didn't pit on that last caution, but looks like we got the 3 cars that kind of lost the draft there to come down the pits. Makes sense. Try to minimize your lost time there. And the camera suck on this. Try and use the pace car as a pick to watch to see who comes out of the pits, and kind of cutting off the O2. Looks like they got out okay. One seems to be okay. Like they're all grouped together. As the 31 takes the lead now. Any more takers down pit road this time? Yeah, the 2 Hughes Motorsports cars hitting pit road together. The 17 there of Anderson. I think they made these pit stops at the right time. That 17 might just lose the draft. These two, I think he got stuck behind that 7 for too long. But should have the final group of cars coming in pit road now. 31, 26, 24, and 48 are the last ones to pit from that lead pack. Surely they will be able to go the rest of the way now. See how they fare here. Of course, nobody's made improvements on their pit crews, so we have base pit crews for all these teams. Shouldn't cause them too much time. Looks like the 26 is first off. 31 to follow, and the 38 there. Might separate these guys a little more now. We'll see. The group that pit first should have the advantage. They should be coming up shortly. Looks like the 84 and 83 had some drafting help coming out of the pit road. They will be first and second. That 13 car is a lap down. Excellent pit stop by the 2 Hughes Motorsports entries. Now the 9 and 13 might slow up the rest of these guys, but they should have the advantage of more cars, more draft. So we'll see how they make out with this. Very interesting to see how it's kind of shape up. That one car has the lead, but I think he might have pit under the caution, which caused him to have a little more fuel. He still needs to make a pit stop though. 84 and 83 are battling each other, which is something you don't want to do when it's just 2 of you. Meanwhile, the 26 and 31, that second group, and we have this large group here, which should catch those guys before the end of the race. Want to see how far back they are. Another slow car, that 19. It's Brandon Jones. You kind of see the leaders just in the distance there. It looks like this pack is about 4 seconds behind. That's a lot. They keep getting caught with lap cars. It's gonna break up their momentum, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. The 31 is struggling to keep up with the 26. The 9 and 13 are still have a little pace, but they're a lap down, so very interesting. We got classic tortoise in the hare situation here. 84 and 83 are gaining about 2 seconds a lap on the one. I still think that one needs to pit before things are done. This is your leader, Vince Curtis. Could he go the rest of the way? Maybe. We'll see. 84 and 83 are kind of split up now. Not ideal. The second pack now is starting to gain on the other guys. Oof. A bigger split up than I thought. These slow cars are messing these guys' strategy up. Be able to catch us quick. .26 and 48 leading the charge. Catch these two Hughes Motorsports entries toward the end of the race. I think they should catch them. I'm not 100% sure. Oh yeah, they're right there. We should have a big pack forming by the end of this one. We still got about 13 laps to go. Plenty of time. Just don't want to be messing around too long. As you can see, that number 1 car in the distance now. They should catch him within a lap or two. He's by himself. Like this pack is kind of split into two now. They're still getting stuck behind some of the slower cars. See if they can catch this other pack in time. I'm not sure though. They don't look like they have a lot of numbers there. About 5 cars. Potential 6th one if the 31 can get stuck. Might as well. And that 1 car finally made a pit stop. It looks like that second group is about 1.5 seconds behind. Ooh, and the 7 car clogging up the lane again. Oof, this is rough. Looks like the 48 and 26 got away. Nice and clean. They're gonna go side by side, but they don't think they'll keep their lead much longer. This is frustrating or intense. I'm not sure. Whoever's watching, but if you guys are getting through traffic better, this is where the aggression stat comes in, guys. If your driver has high aggression, you'll make the risk to swerve and get out of the lap car's way. You'll turn left, and he likely won't get stuck behind slower cars as much. So higher aggression usually means better passing. Gotta basically risk it for the biscuit. That 20 car still in the mix. 2 Hughes entries. Attitude Motors all within the fight here. I think the team owner Matt Moss is out, but the other 2 entries are very much in the running. I'm really hoping these guys can all kind of catch each other and form a decent pack before the end of this race. But the 98 car, yeah, he's gonna again cause them to split up and kind of it's just one after another. All these lap cars are so far evenly spaced apart. It's just causing one stack up after another, and it's not allowing them to form up and make a big pack again. That 98 slowing down the 26 again. The 84 is kind of struggling to get past. Looks like we got another lap car in front of these guys now. We got the 18 of Zach Ross. Very slow off pace, missing a hood. Our overall leader is these two right here, the 83 and the 20. Got the one of the Sovatech entries. I think that's the 69 off pace. I don't think she's overly slow, but I don't have the draft, so she might clog up again. I think she'll be able to kind of hang with these guys for a little bit. Not too badly damaged. 83 doing a very good job navigating his way through traffic. Caleb Lane pressing him in his first race. Of course, we have future title contender, I'm sure, Wayne King, battling for the lead late in the stages. This one, lap 44 now. 7 laps to go. Pack is still struggling to form up, and looks like the 26 might have lost the draft. 2 in the 8. 2 in the 8, sorry. Pulling back. 7 car finally has the courtesy to move off to the side. Looks like the 26 did not lose the pack, so we might actually have a small pack once again. Been a while. 15 laps after the pit stops. Finally, they've gained a little bit of momentum and stacked up again. Let's see where the next lap car is. It's going to be the 13 and the 1, but they aren't too slow, so it won't be like super crazy. All right, we're back. Top 10 still in it. We've lost a few members along the way. 3 cars since the restart. That's not too bad, but the rest of them are still in it. They are slicing and dicing. 6 laps to go. Final Xfinity race, or sorry, not the final, the first Xfinity race. Let's see, Kyle Simpson, last remaining Jarvie Motorsports entry contention. Winter Air in there. Hustlers, WK, 2 Matitude, 2 Hughes, 1 VRM, Partridge, and a Pear Tree. It is definitely going to come down to who can navigate their way through these lap cars, and the 20, the 48, and 83 all come to mind when I think about who's been doing that the best all night. These guys have been the cream of the crop. Getting under the 18, topping the 18 yet again, and that's going to cause another... Oof. That's definitely going to cause them to split up now. I'm not sure if they will rebound from that in time. 4 laps to go, and that 18 and the 1 are just basically blocking both lanes. Oof. Doing about 10 miles an hour slower. Yeah, that's definitely going to cause them to lose the pack. So then there were 6. So we got 1 from each team here. Kind of evens the playing field. We got a VRM, Attitude, Hughes, WK, Jarvie, and a Hustler. I like that. 6 cars, 6 different teams. No Toyotas in the mix, unfortunately. We got every other make involved. 9 car. Caught by this pack to go a lap down or 2 laps down. Oh, I guess a lap down. I'm not sure where he made up that time. He's not very fast. Jarvie kind of blocking the high lane, playing a little team game there. So his teammate, oh, and he's going low too to block. I'm sure Matt's not going to be very happy about that. course, his teammate right here in the 24 going for the win. Logging both lanes. Jarvius might cause these two to lose the draft. We got 3 laps to go. At 83, back up front. '83, so the 48 was strong, but the 83 is still up there. Caleb Lane in his first race, Kyle Simpson in his first race. We got pretty much everybody here inexperienced and in their very first race in this league. Let's see who's made of what. Got Alfred Soto right up there. Looks like the 48 and 26 didn't suffer too much loss from that 9-car blocking for about half a lap. Got 2 laps to go, lap and a half now. And the 19, 24 going under. 19 gonna block the high lane. 24, 48, and 26 all going low and getting away clean. The white flag is out. Kyle Simpson takes the white flag. First place with Mike Atkinson right behind him. And the 26 of Nicholas King. Looking for the lead late. Gonna get it. The help of Wayne King going low. Two by two now for the race lead. 4 cars. And the 20 is gonna go with the 26. 48's gonna duck low and abandon Kyle Simpson. As we have Nicholas King and Wayne King, unrelated, both coming around the start-finish line. And it's going to be Nicholas King to win the first Xfinity Series race at Daytona. Wow. So close for Wayne, still looking for his first win, but I'm sure he's not going to complain with a second place finish in the first race. That 26 car looks strong all night. Maybe not the fastest car, but it's a great victory for Dodge, at least, you know, getting their first win in their first race back. A couple of Chevys dominating in the top 5, 3 of them, and then we got a Ford in 5th. And you have to go a little bit ways back there to find the first Toyota, but they're going to finish 4th in this race. Oh, that was kind of exciting, but a little frustrating with all those slow cars, and 2 big ones early on kind of took out a lot of strong competitors, especially since all those wrecks happened at the front of the big packs. But you know what? It was a race of attrition, and the fittest survived. So excellent race for Nicholas King. Wayne King finishing 2nd. Mike Atkinson very strong all night, in 3rd place. He'll be happy with that. Kyle Simpson, strong effort from Jarvie Motorsports in 4th. Alfred Soto in 5th in the Hustler Racing. Caleb Lane for Hughes Motorsports, another strong car, finishing 6th, getting a little bit hung back late. Andrew Anderson, another Matitude Motors car, in 7th. Dominic Hall in Sovitech Motorsports entry, getting 8th. Thomas Cook 9th, and Amy Carr rounding out your top 10. So 3 Hughes Motorsports entries. Oh no, sorry, 2 Hughes Motorsports entries in the top 10, 2 Matitudes. And it's very interesting. Well, that was the inaugural Xfinity Series race. So we're going to probably take a couple days off so people can get their new cars painted up and everything sorted, and maybe some upgrades for Homestead. But it's Tuesday, so we'll probably do the next race on the weekend sometime. Friday seems pretty ambitious. Maybe Saturday or Sunday we'll do a truck race, and then we'll do Xfinities the following day. So prioritize your trucks first, and then we'll do Xfinity shortly after, maybe the day after. Yeah, Mike C, never give up. 18th. And only 1 lap down, considering how slow you were. That's That's a win right there. You were poised to finish bottom 30 and did all right. So yeah, like I said, just take a couple days, get out those paintbrushes. Everyone should have a sponsor for whoever needs, and we'll go from there. I'm not going to rush anybody, so if you don't have it finished, we'll just use a sponsorless car for now. But as of next race, everyone will get their sponsorship money in. Yeah, and we'll see y'all at Homestead. Hope the stream was enjoyable. A little bit of carnage to start, and then it was kind of just a survival race, but exciting nonetheless. Quite a long race, over an hour. But all right, we'll see you at Homestead. Hope everyone enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.